All right, hello everybody. We're back with the actual tournament this time. So I will be here setting up everything for the match. We're gonna have Hyperin versus Seth versus For Christ to start, but let these guys take away with the deck lists while I sort out their classes.
Yeah, so starting off Hyperin, very aggressive lineup. He's got Shadow Priest, Even Hunter, and the cute Warlock that just runs a bunch of 0 mana cards. Then,
yeah, pretty similar lineups. The main difference between being the Zoolock for Hyperin versus the Pirate Warrior for Christ. And then I think a 1-card difference in the Even Hunter lists with For Christ having Rindling's Rifle, and then Hyperin having the second Bloodseeker instead.
Yeah, so two very similar. Then I believe their priest is a couple cards different. One is running tour guide and the other isn't. So yeah, very similar lineups. Just 6 aggro decks going head to head.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not as familiar with the matchups. So would you say like the Zoo Warlock is better into Pirate Warrior, or is it the other way around? Like which deck, offers, because this is, I mean, that's pretty much the only difference between the two lineups. So does that, which
Yeah.
side does that give an advantage to?
In these matchups, especially with a deck like Q Warlock, it's like pretty much down to the opening hand. Like whichever like deck, like if the Q Warlock can get off to that super powerful start, it wins almost every time. But if it whiffs, the Pirate Warrior just rolls it over. I kind of hedge towards Warlock being slightly favored, just because if it hits, there's nothing really that the Pirate Warrior can do to come back on board. But yeah, just very early explosive boards, because there's not much any of these decks can do to come back on the board against the Warlock.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of decks that go first winning.
Yeah, that's
At least in this
pretty much
matchup.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Just first person to get ahead on board, stick a board, get some chip damage in, generally wins all of these. So yeah, it should be a very quick series filled with tons of action.
Yep. I'm just gonna contact the players and because they seem ready to go.
Also notably, both of these players already Wild Legend. Seth for Christ is ranked 25 and Hyperin is 37. So both very high ranked Legend players already in Wild.
Oh, and it looks like Hyperin's Warlock was banned and For Christ's Warrior was banned. So we are gonna get like the Hunter Priest mirror matches.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense to me. From my testing, Pirate Warriors generally a little bit favored into Priest. Just it has a lot more consistent of an opening than Priest does.
Yeah. It also kind of just does a lot of work against Even Hunter. If this was Odd Hunter, you would not see that deck banned, but because it is,
yeah, Odd Hunter does really well into Pirate Warrior. It's one of the matchups it prefers to see, just because such efficient removal. Pirate Warrior can't really get on board. But with Even Hunter, it's a lot more like minion-based burn rather than just removal. So yeah, I like the bans from both sides.
Yeah. So we're gonna get them started. So first to spectate's gonna be Seth, and second to spectate's gonna be Hyperin. And it's obviously best of 3.
Alright, and it looks like game 1 is gonna be the Priest Mirror.
Oh, nice.
For Christ is going first, so he'll have the advantage there. But Hyperin, very strong mulligan. Tour Guide, very good in the matchup, just 1 mana deal 2 to remove some early board, and then also, he's got the Parachute Brigand. That's just a free 2/2 coming down. Ooh, and Forecast drawing Dark Bishop Benedictus in the mulligan. Really not the card you want to see here. And Shadow Bomber, not a pirate, so won't be pulling patches from the deck.
Yeah, the Benedictus maybe won't be too much of a hindrance if Seth's able to draw into the rest of his low end, but I mean, not having a pirate on one is really gonna put him behind here.
Ooh, top deck's a Shadow Foot to activate the Defiance Leper. That's a huge pickup. Gonna stop a ton of this bleeding from the Void Touch Attendant. But yeah, Hyperin just has a second Tour Guide plus Void Touch, can full clear Forecast's board and just push some face damage.
Wow, dude, I can't believe this was added in the most recent mini set. I've literally never seen this card before.
Defiance Leper?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's didn't
Yeah.
find a home in standard, but boy is it good in wild.
Yeah, the illusion nerf came just at the right time to make that card never really quite viable in standard. But wild, it's an absolute menace. One of the best cards in the pirate tag, actually being insanely relevant in the wild format.
Yeah, and this Twilight Deceptor is going to give Hyperin a ton of resources here, pulling the Raised Dead.
Ooh, I just got disconnected from spectator.
Oh, Patches. Patches did get pulled, I'm pretty sure. No, Patches is on the board. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, surely this is just over now, right? Like, you have no way to come back on board, and you're just gonna get hit for another, like, 8 damage next turn at least.
Yeah, for sure. There's no way to...
Picking up Shadow Bomber, really not the one drop that Forechrist wants to see, dealing 4 damage to his own face here.
Yeah, I agree. The main issue being that, the Void Touch was left undone, and this is probably Mind Blast. Okay, he finds...
We'll be able to find Mind Blast, though, yeah. This game is very over. There's absolutely no tools in the Shadow Priest deck that can come back. Some of the earlier builds of this deck were running the Shadowcloth Needle, the 2-mana 0/3 weapon. Whenever you cast a Shadow spell, deal 1 AoE. But now decks have cut it to go for a more aggressive package. So without that Needle, there's really no way to come back on board in these aggro matchups.
Yeah, the Bloodsail Corsair Parachute Brigand on one really just, I mean, it swung it so hard for Hyperin that he was just able to make value trades for himself, and then
Hyperin also had the double Tour Guide, which is one of the better 1-drops in the aggro matchups to draw, just because it's so efficient at removing your opponent's tempo.
Yeah, it is a minion that removes your opponents while developing your own.
Alright, Seth going first again. Has a much better hand this time. Deciding to keep Shadow Bomber as well. Yeah, drawing the Robes of Protection as well. This is one card that Seth was running, but Hyperin wasn't. Very good card into like the Odd Hunters of the meta. Probably doesn't line up as... Actually, doesn't really line up at all into this Even Hunter. Outside of like quick shots, no real spells that target.
Yeah, I mean, both sides getting a pretty solid start here. I mean, if Hyperin elects to play the Phase Stalker here, this Ship's Cannon's gonna stick. But
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Yeah, it is a really, really valuable target. He still gets to play, curve out the Phase Stalker, assuming the Fellfire Deadeye is gonna die here.
Huge pickup with the free 2/2 and being able to kill off that Bloodseeker to not give it any more value. Hyperin well of his Phase Stalker. Doesn't run Explosive Trap in his deck, so that won't be an option.
Oh, the Ice Trap is so useless here.
Oh, yeah, the Ice Trap really only hitting Raised Deads or Mind Blasts. Gonna do absolutely nothing.
And, I mean, even if it hits a Raised Dead, it's like you could just play it for 1 mana. It's not like it's gonna stop a big spell or anything.
I got the Patches bug again.
Oh, yeah, I think I have that as well. Need to reconnect.
Such a weird bug. It's like Pack Mule all over again.
Yeah, it's really cool how these cards...
It's the original Pack Mule.
It's really cool that these cards that have been in the game for so long have these bugs that don't get fixed.
Oh, yeah. And we leave and Forechrist just gets lethal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Void Touch Attendant is a good card.
Is really good. 1 mana, double all your damage pretty much with these 1 damage things.
Oh my gosh.
Really
now we come down to an Odd Hunter mirror. Let's go.
Even Hunter mirror.
Even Hunter mirror.
Actually.
Even Hunter mirrors are interesting.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing Odd Hunter in the meta, seeing Even Hunter, not really. It has been coming up more recently. I know my opponent last week brought it in Wild THL, Dude, definitely propping up
Uh,
a little bit more.
oh yeah, he did. Yeah, Python brought it.
Wow, we might get a game that goes past turn 5.
Yeah, although this, like, even Hunter being the slowest deck in the best of 3,
Saying something.
best of 5, whatever it is
Yeah.
really saying something. Because still a very aggressive deck. Good hand. Felfire Dreadeye, very good card to have. Forkai's also electing to keep the Rindling's Rifle, a card that he is running when his opponent isn't. And in one of these slower matchups, Dragonbane as well, some very high-powered cards, but might just get ran over by this early, like, Mad Scientist and Garrison Commander.
Yeah, I know. At least in standard Face Hunter, Rinling's Rifle is like, I mean, one of the highest drawn win rate cards, especially against aggro decks. So having that as like just pull an explosive trap tool or something like that is pretty useful. Although obviously in Wild, pulling explosive trap is way less likely.
Yeah. Rindling's Rifle, according to HSU playstat, still up there. Not like the best card in the matchup, but still pretty solid. Dragonbane, on the other hand, very good card in the matchup. It's often decently hard for the even Hunter, my bad, to remove it on curve without some of their own board. And if Dragonbane gets 2 triggers, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah. Luckily for Hyperin, he has the piercing shot in hand, so that'll be able to clear it up if it comes down.
And we're saying a longer matchup. On average, even Hunter games go to turn 6, so still very fast deck. Yeah, this is an interesting decision if Hyperin wants to play a secret or go double hero power here. They're decently strong. It sounds like Cat Trick over Mad Scientist. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was expecting. Like, was he expecting Seth to also play a secret there?
I'm not sure. It doesn't. It probably just won't get any value now.
Yeah, I feel like Mad Scientist is a card that gets worse every single turn. Like, it's like insane on 2 and then like gets progressively worse. Whereas Cat Trick, you know, as soon as it's procced, it'll have an immediate effect. Like, it basically has charge because you'll be able to attack the next turn. Whereas like Mad Scientist is like a 2-turn setup if your opponent doesn't attack into it.
This is going to be a big...
And not being able to contest this Felfire Dreadeye is like actually awful. This double Dragonbane now probably just seals out the game. So yeah, not putting the power on board to contest the Felfire Dreadeye. Yeah, guaranteeing this 7 goes face. You know, Seth knows that his opponent isn't running Explosive Trap, so free to just send all this damage face, and this just about wraps up this game.
Yep. The master of Even Hunter himself showing how this deck is played.
Wow. And yeah, it just goes to show this Rinling's Rifle keep was pretty nuts.
Comes over on turn 4 due to double Dragonbane.
It's looking so nice in his hand.
Yeah.
I
think Rinling's was a fine keep. Yeah. So Seth moves on. Big wins for Mr. Seth.
We'll be playing against Lasagna next round.
Wow.
A classic high legend wild player, so that's going to be an interesting matchup.
For sure. Let me check bracket. I'm just going to quickly check brackets to see how things are moving.
Yeah, so we have Tiger Eye 2-0ing Rice Bowl.
Okay. So we'll get to those. We'll get to that match later. I'm going
6K beat Nice Jewish Owl.
Cool.
And it looks like Otters and Jammies have not reported yet.
Okay.
Jammies want Odd Warrior. That series might take a little bit to complete.
Oh no.
If it's not banned, yeah.
Yeah, I did not get banned.
Let me check. Oh, it didn't. Oh no. Okay. Oh, Paladin was banned and Ignite Mage was banned, right? No, sorry. APM Mage was banned.
Yeah, Flamewaker Mage.
Yeah. So I guess we can go ahead and hop. If you guys have both of them added, we can just go ahead and hop into this match. I'll just change all the information as we're watching. So we can spectate I'll just spectate otters first. Then Jammy second, and we can go ahead and spectate this.
And Otter's a friend request real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, let's see the matchup at least.
The wrong.
We've got Jammies on the Odd Warrior.
You hit the wrong jammies on that. I got you.
Oh, I did? My bad.
Yeah, I got you.
We've got Jammies on Odd Warrior up against Cute Warlock. And it looks like Jammies is fatiguing out Otters. So yeah, Odd Warrior taking this game.
Oh, okay. Otter says almost over. I guess he...
Yep, and there's the concede. So it looks like Jammies has beaten Otters in game 3.
Oh, did you check that it was game 3?
Or
is that?
I think it was. It may not have been though. I can double check real quick. They're not in the challenge anymore, so I believe that was 3. And yeah, it looks like that was game 3, so Jammies will be taking it 2-1 over Otters.
Mm-hmm. So I have to add OTZ.
So will be OTZ versus Jammies on stream next?
Yes, we're gonna watch OTZ versus Righteous Jammies. Yeah. So so whenever they get...
Yeah, OTZ has... He has Edwin Rogue.
He has OTZ Rogue.
Yeah, so for the Wild players who don't know, Edwin Rogue just runs both Edwins and then Mr. Smite for the other Edwin and just a ton of cheap things. Just get some huge Edwins.
Mm-hmm.
And then also running Dark Glare Warlock. Well, notably doesn't actually run Dark Glare anymore, but the Wild community still just calls it Dark Glare Warlock.
Yeah, it's Pain Lock.
Yeah, Pain Lock. Just running like Molten Giant, Flesh Giant, cards like that. Pretty much Hand Warlock in Standard, the same top end, but just instead of the quest package, they run like cheeky ankle biters, stuff like that. Just get their giants down a little bit quicker.
I wonder why the Warlock quest isn't in this deck. I feel like this could work pretty well in Wild.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's it. We'll have to ask them about that deck choice if we get the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then OTZ's last deck is the Drekthar Flamewaker Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a popular deck.
Yeah, very popular deck. That, I would say, is the most common, followed up by the Ignite variant, and then lastly the Mizaki variant. And then Jammies has the Odd Warrior. He's got his own cute Warlock, and then he's got Hand Buff Paladin.
They didn't wait for us. So I'll just put the spectate on, and I'll switch everything in between games. Alright. Classic is
And both Warlocks have been banned. So it's just the Odd Warrior and the Hand Buff Paladin versus the
and he's
Edwin
running
Rogue.
Maestra, and he's running Maestra in his deck. He's running Maestra.
He is running Maestra and a Wild Pawn Null package as well.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, pretty. I mean, reminiscent of what the standard meta is like right now.
Mm-hmm.
With every other game you play being against Maestro Rogue.
Yeah.
And OT Zaysha also notably top 20 wild, so very strong competition for this tournament.
Yeah, and I mean, as it's been noted, standard players would be out of a job if wild players came over.
True.
Very true. There's so much skill involved with wild that you don't see in standard.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get rewarded for this turn 2 passage, getting the 0 cost null, and being able to bounce it for basic. Well, not free this turn. Oh, actually, I didn't realize it overwrote the Tenwu effect.
Oh yeah, the interesting interaction. I would have imagined it still costs 1.
Yeah, that's what I would have expected as well. But I mean, I guess for OTZ it works out a little bit better.
Yeah, it works out nice this way. It's going for the Shroud, saving the prep for the Edwin turn. Yeah, playing the Null. Very important to get ahead against Paladins. As we know, very similar to Standard, they have cards that buff minions on the board.
With Jamie's playing Paladin? I thought his Paladin was banned.
The Warlocks, both Warlocks
Oh,
got
sorry.
banned.
I was looking at the other match. Thank you. The Warlocks are banned. Okay, I can just keep that then.
Yeah, 2 charge minions in the hand for Jamie's, though. Very strong hand-to-hand buff. With just even a few more effects, OT Zaysha might be in lethal range if he isn't careful about taking chip damage. Backstab off the top, though. We might even see a Edwin turn coming up soon. Especially with this efficient Octobot coming down.
Yeah. He definitely has time to set up this Edwin pop-off, right? Because he can just clear, if he wanted to, he could clear off the minions with what he has on board. He's gonna use the prize plunder as well.
That was slightly order lull, right? He could have prize plundered his own Octobot and backstabbed the other minion to get 1 more health on his efficient Octobot so it didn't die to this Bannerman, right? Doesn't matter too much, but a slight thing. Ooh, that's really bad for OT Zaysha. Scab's been picked up, one of the only unplayable cards in his deck from this point. A Potion of Evolution does save him, though. Level 1 minute. Ooh, Smuggler's One as well. His hand is getting huge with 3 chargers from Jammies. Jamie's already sitting here looking at, what, 14 damage from hand?
Reporting for duty. More meat. Stone by stone, Stormwind shall fall.
Raiding Party now, I believe, will guaranteed pick up Mr. Smite.
Okay.
I won't be able to play it this turn, obviously.
Oh, Shadow Step. Can keep chaining the Edwin here with that.
Yeah, it was drawn off the top. Chooses Shadow Step, the prize plunder. Also fine. This is a matchup where you don't really need to chain the Edwin to get massive burst damage.
Yeah, it does allow him to not
He's
not,
also just setting up
give any
lethal with
heals.
Mr. Smite here.
Yeah.
And yeah, no Barov in this hand buff Paladin. The only AoE is Blademaster Samuro. Righteous Defense, though. Just a massive boar with lifesteal as well.
Boar is so
Okay.
huge.
Heals back up to 20. I don't think this is lethal anymore.
It would have put him down to 13 and would have had 11 in hand. I mean,
Anyone in see face?
would he have died if he hadn't cleared off the null
So
bear?
there's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 11 on board with then 8 from hand. Oh, so actually OT Zaysha is 1 damage off lethal right now. He has 19. Ooh, the Shadow Cut pickup though would have been lethal if he had enough to play the Mr. Smite and the Prize Plunder. Doesn't quite have the mana to do so though. So yeah, that trade was very necessary, or else he was just dead to Mr. Smite. Or any damage from hand, for that matter.
Yeah, he's gonna have to throw a lot into this still to clear off this boar. He needs to play 2 plunderers now.
Yeah, gonna have to dump his entire... That is enough and still sets up lethal. Showblade Champion, not quite enough.
Yeah. I mean, another righteous defense off the top? No.
Yeah, Righteous Defense would have been huge if it hit the Chillblade. That was run 2 in his deck, so would have been a draw, but... Yeah, just swinging in this Octobot, not quite enough with this 14-14 Edwin. But hey, just a 3-mana 2-2, right, Chicken?
True. Yeah, Edwin obviously still terrorizing Wild. Gets it done there, although, I mean, definitely a really, really close game. I mean, pretty thin margins there on a lot of the turns.
Yeah, Jamie's got really close to just being able to kill from hand there with that giant boar.
Yeah, so now it's just this Flame Waker mage that needs to get through.
And this is a matchup that, going long, obviously Odd Warrior favored, but the mage can just kill the Odd Warrior on turn like 5 before they really have any time to gain armor.
Yeah, if you pull like Drekthar into like Sork and Flame Waker, it can be an insane amount of damage.
Armor Raider though, really good pickup.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
Now, also notably, this mage does, actually does not run Ignite. So, yeah, will not have that infinite damage possibility to kill the warrior with, outside of obviously random generation, like this evocation. That's a card. Gold Road Grunt. Wow.
Wow,
Did not expect to see that card ever.
I think this card will gain 1 armor. But
yeah,
you know,
it'll take 1 Flamewaker ping.
It will take, I mean, it will take a bunch of Flame Waker pings, you know, because it does have 7 health. But I think just having a 7 health minion on board is going to help a lot. Just soak up some damage.
Very nice 7 mana target though, discounting this entire hand. And Otization deciding to not ping off the Acolyte. I like that. It's a when mage plays Acolyte, they generally ping it themselves. So why do that for your opponent? Oh, and already going in.
Yeah, I mean your opponent's already at 50 health, and that, I mean that's just gonna keep going up every single turn. So I think you have to, maybe try to get some damage in here.
Flamemaker as well. Flamemaker's playable.
Yeah,
he's a genius.
He does have the playable evocation here, so he's gonna get a ton of damage off. He's gonna be able to play the evocation and then the Siphon Mana. Oh, and the Flame Waker hits perfectly.
That's crazy. Entire hand playable. Arcane Missiles, double Arcane Missiles, Primordial Geyser. Frostbolt as well?
Ring Toss doesn't hit on the counterspell, unfortunately, so this Brawl's going to come through next turn, looks like. But I mean, there are 4 secrets up. You have to be wary a bit of counterspell, right? Like, can you even afford to play the brawl here, or do you have to try to get rid of it with like a bash next turn?
I'm not sure. Four Secrets is really scary. You did see the snap pick off ring toss as well.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you could attribute to just OTZ just playing very quickly.
Ooh, goes for the studies. Can't, bro.
It does allow you to clear off both the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Oh, never mind. The explosive runes comes through. Oh, and it's going to deal 5.
That's huge.
Is there... Surely there's a lethal here with Stargazer Luna, right?
Yeah, for sure.
This has to be it. Wow. What an insane pop-off last turn.
It's not even guaranteed to have the full pop-off with the Flamewaker. Just went for it with the evocation.
Tools of creation.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of it because
I really like it as well.
I think waiting any longer would have been really, really risky.
Yeah, now just any spell, of course, pulls the Evo for another crazy Evo. Doesn't need it though. The Flamemaker 2 pigs is enough. And yeah, super clean 2-0 for OT Zaysha.
Yeah, I mean that was great stuff. I mean, it was awesome to see such a well executed turn on the mage there. I mean, just
I got in every single action as well.
Yeah, I think I mean things were really well sequenced, and I think recognizing when you have to go in was perfectly done there.
Yeah, any longer waited would have allowed the warrior just getting too much armor. Yeah, on 4 secrets as well to counter the brawl, very huge. Yeah, so now Jammies will move on to play against 6J in the semifinals.
Or OTZ will, rather.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. OTZ will move on.
And then on the other side, it looks like Lasagna and For Christ are the only quarterfinal match left. For Christ currently up 1-0.
So, you guys can decide if you guys want to just watch the 6J match or if you guys want to wait to watch the other side of the bracket. I pinged Tiger Eye that we're gonna do their match, so maybe we'll just hop in here at 1-0.
Yeah, For Christ just beat Tiger Eye, so we will be able to
Okay, so we're gonna get Seth versus Tiger Eye.
Yeah, Seth.
Oh my goodness, it's teammates. It's teammate warfare. This guy.
Yeah, both does Tiger Eye also have? Oh no, it's the Odd Hunter from Tiger Eye.
Yeah, Tiger Eye's definitely
okay.
Definitely an Odd Hunter player.
So Odd Hunter, I imagine
he taught me Odd Hunter.
Yeah, Odd Hunter is very good into aggro decks generally, so I imagine that will be the ban. Ignite Mage as well. Minion Ignite Mage from Tiger Eye. Slightly different mage deck than we've seen.
Huh. Okay, you say Odd Hunter's good into aggro decks, but I've also, from the wild games that I've seen, Odd Hunter seems kind of good into control decks. So what is good into... Is there anything besides Odd Warrior that's good into Odd Hunter?
Generally, druids are good in Odd Hunter.
Armor is good into stuff.
Yeah. Druids gain more armor than Odd Warrior do, funnily enough.
Oh, is it because of the infinite Coon combo or something like that?
No, they just play like Oaken Summons, pull Vargoth, they play Branching Paths, yeah, they play Solar plus any of those, Ferocious Howl, just so much efficient.
Yeah, for sure.
Armageddon that also does stuff. Like Warrior Armageddon, they kind of just gain armor and don't do anything else. Druid Armageddon comes along with like a free 2/6 and a free 10 or 5/10 taunt. or card draw.
Yeah. All right, so Hunter is banned. Christ Even Hunter is banned, and Tiger Eyes Warrior is banned.
The Warrior ban is interesting. Did not expect that.
Yeah, so I'll
Also,
let you go
a
ahead and-
reasonable ban. There's the mirror for Christ, and then also his own aggro priest, which I think Warrior's favored in a priest, and it looks like For Christ would tend to agree. It's also a reasonable ban.
Yeah.
Also,
You know,
I just
obviously aggro
want
decks are good in a combo mage.
Nice, yeah. So
I just want to note here that we're in the semis now, and we're only 45 minutes in.
yes, these are very fast.
Yeah, Wild is a very fast one, right? Even when we did see an Odd Hunter game that went to fatigue earlier in this matchup, well, I don't think it was on stream, but there was one, and we didn't even really have to wait for that. Wild was just such a fast format compared to Standard.
Yeah. So I've given them the go ahead. We're just wait for their their go. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. These are two extremely good players. They are teammates in THL, so it'll be fun to watch them go to battle with each other.
Yeah, both on the Rumble Tusk Shakers.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better performing Wild teams right now, actually.
Mhm.
I actually think they're in first place, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe. Yeah, they've had two stellar weeks. They are they made the semifinals last season as No Fin 2. They're the exact same roster.
Yeah, looking at the standings, yeah, their team is number 1.
Nice.
Tigray also ranked 2 in Wild right now, so makes sense that he is 2-0 in their 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Right. Oh, this is interesting because I know that I'm pretty sure that Seth made this lineup essentially trying to beat Mage. Shadow Priest definitely targeting Mage. Even Hunter can beat Mage pretty fast. I'll get this match up here, but I will be changing.
Oh, and this is the infamous Ignite Mage that we're gonna get to see.
Yes, it is.
Let the pain speak to me.
Generally tends to be viewed as a weaker deck than the Flamemaker Mage, unless you're, of course, cheating, which I don't think Tiger Eye is.
No.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure we'll
think
get-
it's I think it's in I think that both decks are
would be
very
funny.
good.
Would be funny cheating in the THL Maniac Monday tournament.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. No, Tiger.
Yeah,
Eye's
he wouldn't.
such-
Tiger Eye's a good dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And we have seen Ice Block. That's one of the ways that the Mage kinda can win the game. Not having to worry. Like, against aggro decks as Mage, you kinda have to, like, tiptoe around, like, when can I get the guaranteed kill? Because the thing is with Ignite Mage, even if you have the full combo, you can sometimes still brick with your spell draws.
Yes.
If you draw your spells in the wrong order, sometimes you just, like, fizzle out and can't continue drawing your Ignites. So having this Ice Block up will just give Tiger that many more turns to be able to guarantee him to get the combo. So that's like one of the most important cards in this matchup. And getting it off the Inspicuous Rider to fight back on board. This is the kind of start that the Mage needs to see if they want to win this game.
Yeah, I do find it funny how the deck has so much draw in it that you just run Impatient Shopkeep. just
Oh yeah, you just
Just
run
as
you
a
just run
tradable-
you just run tradables, yeah. And sometimes that
yeah,
actually
and Guild
and
Trader.
I mean I
Merchant as
played
well, like-
I played Shopkeep twice today in my ladder matches, so it's playable if you need to clear.
And we can see
Yeah.
Tiger Eye's Hunter. Some hunters run the some run Cold Light Oracle, Odd Hunters that is, some run Cold Light Oracle, some run Master's Call. But Tiger Eye has gone for the tradable package as well with Rust Rot Vipers, Tarantulas, Impatient Shopkeeps. So yeah, just huge
Oh
fan of
wow,
tradable
Tarantula
cards
is
in this
not
deck.
a card I generally see, but yeah, I guess it's more
And it's
draw.
It's
running
just another
Hunter.
tradable card.
Yeah, it's just more draw.
So Auction Master Beardo, is that just
Hmm?
to so that you can have like the completed quest before you
Yeah,
complete the quest?
it just pretty much like you can, the second you get that 0 mana thing, you can go off. It wins a
Looks
lot
like
of
my
games
client bugged.
without having to spend the full mana. Oh, yeah, patches.
Yep.
What about that? Yeah, I think the Master's Cult version used to be the most popular version of Odd Hunter, but after people realized the power of Beardo, that's quickly changed. And we can already see Tiger Eye popping the block.
Seth, popping.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh yeah, Seth popping the block.
looks like this is the first ice block. So yeah, this not coming down until, I mean, not getting popped until turn 6 actually seems pretty solid for Tiger Eye.
Yeah, Tiger Eye can just play S block here, just shrug off this Cult Neophyte. Excuse me, Cult Neophyte increase. Yeah, tradable's not affected by Cult Neophyte. Just trading into tradable. That's the one
There it
problem
is.
Mage sometimes run into. And finally finds the
over.
Chandelure. Yeah,
He has
it's
the
an
combo.
elemental. Will be able to play with Evil Invocation. Cult Neophyte slightly messes it up though.
Oh, he's gonna
Might not
Neophyte.
have the mana.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's a perfect neophyte.
Yeah, with only one Sork in hand, no generation either. That Neophyte might be the nail in the coffin, or actually 2 Sorks in hand. Did not see the second. Still don't believe he'll have it because his initial still costs 1 mana unless
No,
he finds
he's played both neophytes. He'll have 3 of them. He has lethal.
If he finds the Molten Reflection, then this should be
Yeah,
lethal.
it should come up here.
Also, notably, all of the enemy minions can't be targeted makes these spells that we've seen a little bit awkward. But yeah, there's a Molten Reflection, so Ignites will be 0 mana.
He's just got to play enough ignites.
yeah. If he does brick into like
Yeah,
a first
notably
flame or something,
can
it's gonna
still
make it.
brick. I do not believe that this is guaranteed.
No, it is.
And that's oh wait, it is because he's already played the first flames. Yeah, very good ignite counter through Cult Neophyte. Given that he can get this combo off. Rank 2 Legend though, should be able to play. It was a pretty easy combo as well.
Yeah.
You can normally do like 50th damage without cheating
Yeah.
on Ignite Mage. So half that, very doable.
Yeah, it is like a little interesting to note that some of the balance of a deck revolves a little bit around the speed of animations. I know that was a discussion that came up. Well, that's been around, I guess, for a couple months now since United and Stormwind,
For the light.
and something that comes up with Garrote Rogue a lot as well, where animations take up like more than half the turn of just the Garrotes getting pulled.
Ignite Mage animations, I've been playing like Druid and had to sit through like 2 minutes of animations after the little HS replay XP bars popped up, signaling that I've already died.
Yeah, I do wonder if they'll ever, try to speed up like animations in general, because it does seem to restrict a lot of play sometimes.
Well, another really nice. Seth has had some really good parachute bringing pickups. But
Yeah,
then again, this is like almost the ideal hand for Tiger Eye. The
Just a
only better
casual
card is Rapid Fire.
2 mana 6/5 deal 2 damage.
Oh. Patches. I have to leave and come back.
Oh right. Darn.
I'm like, wait, 6-5? I only see 5-4 in stats.
Yeah.
Put 2 and 2 together and
Wow,
realized that there was
interesting
an
decision not to
invisible
run
patch.
patches in the deck.
Such a weird bug. The patches just doesn't drop, and it doesn't even like immediately like crash me like Pack Mule did.
No, it doesn't crash you. Yeah.
Until like you like stay in the game until like patches attacks or something, and then
Yes.
just everything stops. It's really weird. Yeah, but this is kind of, as we can see, why Odd Hunter is pretty good in aggro decks. Like, this Ballista Shot hero power plus all these cheap removals, like, this priest will never be able to stick a board. Overwhelm as well, just another super efficient piece of removal. We'll be able to get that 0 mana hero power down while full clearing the board. If he goes like Overwhelm on the Parachute and then on the Hunt space. Yeah, just super efficient removal now with that 0 mana deal 3. Yeah, Warcry still has some outs left in this game with the Mind Blast package, but yeah, much harder now.
Yeah, I think you just have to hope you can ship a bunch of stuff face. I mean, I wonder if even the 2 damage from the leper there should have gone face as well.
Yeah, it was a consideration, just because it's just a pure race now, spell race. Warcry does have the Mind Blast and the Shadow Bomber to help, but with your hero power just being so much less efficient than the Hunters, it's gonna be very hard. Yeah, we'll play Tavish on curve as well.
I wonder if Tiger Eye should have just used his hero power to clear the cannon and not even care about the 3. I guess he's worried about mine. I guess he might be worried about some Mind Blast shenanigans.
I do think you should be watching out a little bit for just
Yeah, I think
like
leaving up
your
the
health
Tavish
total.
way
That
too
ping
scary.
face. I think that should have gone. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I do think the hero power should have gone
I don't-
face maybe.
I-
I mean, it's
it didn't matter.
Okay.
I
Because
mean
he's always dead in 2 turns, and the only out is top deck Mind Blast.
Yes.
So pinging face doesn't change the top deck Mind Blast clock.
True.
So pinging the minion is like
Yeah,
fine.
you're right. You're definitely right.
Changes literally nothing.
Yep. Now, I mean, it just comes down to
This is lethal.
this is lethal
Rapid
because of
fires,
rapid fires.
Draw.
Yep. Yep. So it's gonna be Tiger Eye versus OT Zakes in the finals.
OT Zash already won.
2-0 faster than this went.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we already have our finals and it's not even 9 p.m.
Yes.
It's not even been an hour, and we've gotten through what?
Especially considering the fact that the brackets were like a little bit late, so I was like, it's been like 50 minutes. That's how long.
Yeah,
it
normally
takes
in,
for
like,
people. Standard, it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, and like Masters Tour qualifiers, normally like the first round is finishing up after an hour.
Yeah. So
We've already played through 3 here.
Mm-hmm. So big ups to Tiger Eye for making it through. We have an interesting set of decks that we're gonna get to see between these 2 players. We have OTZ kind of on their own rogue deck that they've popularized. We've got different mages. I'm very much looking forward to this.
I think generally Ignite Mage wins this matchup, just because the Flame Waker doesn't change too much. They generally combo around this amount of time, but that again, that Iced Block, as we've seen, very important to that to the Ignite Mage deck. Generally, just gets them that little bit of time they need for their slightly more expensive combo.
For sure.
Also, a lot more consistent of a combo.
Yeah, so Just finish up getting these players' classes set up. I'm sure they have to go through bans and everything, so we've got a little bit of time. It's nice. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Ignite Mage banned from Tiger Eye here.
It'd make a bit of sense.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I'd say Zaxia's mage is maybe a bit faster, so it would maybe do better in the mirror. But I think.
Yeah. One slight caveat to that: Ice Block completely ruins Zacia's plan.
Yeah.
It tips it to Ignite Mage favored, just because Ignite Mage runs Ice Block and Playmaker doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, then yeah, to me it seems like Zaxia's entire lineup is bad into Ignite Mage then. Like some relatively slow decks for Wild, I guess. Which Ignite Mage I guess is gonna do pretty well into.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pain Glareless Warlock does have some counterplay with Dirty Rats, Zeph, Lothub, but still probably not a matchup that they really want to be seeing.
Alright, I tell the players that they can start.
If they don't, I don't imagine Pirate Warrior being banned just because his Glare Warlock or Pain Warlock is like very solid into Pirate Warrior. Just because they beat you up, you play Molten Giant Broom, win the game.
Yeah, so OTZ's Rogue is banned and Tiger Eye's Hunter is banned, so we will see both mages. Yeah. I've sent them off. Let's see if they are already on the way. They are. So I have Tiger Eye versus Spectate, but you guys can spectate in whatever order you wish.
Yeah, just looking at these decks, I kind of leaning OTZations just because of the Warlock versus Warrior. Mm-hmm. Just that one matchup alone, I think, is enough to swing this matchup into OTZations favored, and that is the matchup we see first.
Yeah, it was actually the Hunter that was banned away from Tiger Eye, the Odd Hunter.
Yes.
And the Rogue banned away from Zacia.
Very interesting.
Pretty interesting stuff. Not that I would know too much about the best bands in a format like this, but I mean the Odd Hunter is definitely really, really strong.
They pretty much banned each other's best decks, like by name name recognition. I wouldn't want to play Tiger Eye on Odd Hunter, and I wouldn't want to play OTZ on that Rogue, but we'll see how this plays out in the series. I think the Pirate Warrior being left up is going to be targeted a bit here by OTZ's lineup. I think it's going to have a hard time winning.
Yeah. I think for me, actually, I don't know. OTZ seemed, from what I saw, OTZ seemed a bit cleaner on the mage. I think maybe there's a little bit of missequencing on a couple of the rogue turns. I found that he played the mage to very close to perfect.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think for what Tiger Eye was given with having to play through Neophytes, I think he did really well with that. Yeah. With the Ignite Mage. But I can see your point. Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking about Zax's Flame Waker.
Yes. Oh yeah. And his Waker Mage was clean. That was really nice. Indeed, I agree. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, so we just see the tap on 2 rather than touch. Makes a lot of sense. Win condition in this game for the Warlock is to get this Molten Giant down, and tapping helps you with that.
Yeah.
Southsea Captain, though, gonna be pretty rough. Oh, I just realized I have the patches bug.
Yeah.
Doing up animations.
For some reason, I didn't have it. I have patches on the board. I really kind of don't know if I like Tiger Eye putting him so low, and I think you really just want to... I think he really just wanted to keep him at a higher health to keep that Molten off the board. And then you can just try and essentially burn him from a certain point and kill him from a higher
I
health
think
total.
generally that is what you want to do.
But maybe this match
later in the game, surely, but
Gotcha.
turn 3 is just
You're right.
it's
so
way
fast,
too early to think
yeah.
about damage. Yeah,
True.
if it was like turn 5, then you can consider leaving the Warlock
Mhm.
at a slightly higher life total and yeah, waiting for your quest word to finish out the game. But
Mhm.
this is just such like an unfavored matchup. I think you have to go for the early kill and just hope that the Molten Giant isn't in hand.
Yeah.
Getting slightly punished, but I think it's just the line that Tiger I had to take here.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, I think if the Molten Giant wasn't there, the play was it was pretty fine.
Yeah, I think that you just clear off the giant here probably.
I think you go face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely put Rokara in hand.
There's no Battlegrounds Battlemaster this turn.
Yeah.
And like you're getting them so low that this giant is probably gonna have to trade into one of these pirates. So I mean, why make the trade? Oh, never mind.
Well, now he goes face and clears the board.
And you can go face, defile, throwing a dirty rat in there. Hope you snipe their Kara is kind of a funny play.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
agree
that
with
be
that
like?
line.
I guess you go power overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty rat first.
Onto
Rat
something.
first pulls
Ooh,
does not pull
misses.
Rokara. So this is leaving. This could actually leave.
The trade here only does 2 then, and then you can play.
Oh yeah,
You're
okay.
looking
So
at
he keeps his giant alive here. I really like that. Super smart. Oh.
And this is just
Kara, he's
gonna
dead.
be game. Yeah, this is exactly useful from BGBM.
Yeah, for sure.
Very clean line from OTZ. They should win this game.
Yeah. I did not spot that at all.
Yeah, and that was actually just pretty game winning. If it wasn't lethal there's a very, very high odds that Tiger Eye killed off the cannon RNG with the Mr. Smite in hand.
Yeah, that I mean, I can't believe that was a turn 4 Molten Giant swing. Just, I mean, a great opening by Tiger Eye, but like an even better response with the Molten Broom and the Null.
Yeah, so I wonder if we're gonna see Pirate Warrior again here, or if we're just gonna see the other deck.
Oh, the Mage Mirror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean you're down. You're down a game in a best of 3, so it doesn't really matter. I mean you could. You could say Conquest Q order doesn't matter at all, anyways.
I guess
So there is also that.
Yeah, I think sometimes in tournaments you just like if you got a deck you kind of need to win with, or you deck you're not sure about. I think sometimes it's okay to just queue that a couple of times and see how it goes, and like, either win or, I guess in the finals you want to give yourself your best chance, so you want to play your deck that you can probably win with. Yeah.
I do like Tiger Eye's chances in this matchup.
I do as well. Yeah.
With just the ice block versus the no ice block.
Yeah, I think OTZ could go for maybe a turn, like a pump off turn before, or like right here where before the ice block is drawn.
It'll be interesting. It's possible. It just depends on the mana.
It's not going to be
elite. Very, very difficult here, but
especially with the yeah, not even opting for Sork Apprentice. If this was a 1 mana spell off the top, then he could have gone.
Oh, burning the Rider though. Ice block is already in hand though.
Yeah, but like if he ice blocks, this is almost guaranteed getting popped this next turn. With only Hot Streak in hand, no elemental evocation, it's gonna be very hard to combo on turn 5.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you are burning some combo pieces, but you can remove this Flame Waker and play the Ice Block this turn. Although if you kill the Flame Waker, you're probably not at risk of dying, so you can probably just kill it without having to set it up.
Still can die, a lot less likely though. Not even
Oh
gonna
wow,
kill the
leaving it up.
Flamemaker.
I mean, this Sork in hand is insane now.
Yeah, this is block popped, guaranteed, no question.
And you can even set up a Siphon mana here by killing off your own Drekthar.
Notably though,
Oh, the second
If-
Sork does a bit here. I mean, you're still able to. You can play your entire hand here.
yeah, I think Elemental Evocation is lethal though. Off the back of Tiger Eye's hand.
Potentially, yeah.
Like without bricking, we'll have the entire combo and enough mana to play it. We'll be able to play the minions for 5 mana total. Then we'll be able to do the Molten Reflection for free. Okay, Evocate. Oh, we did it! Evocation comes back.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Tiger Eye emoting.
No,
Wait,
he's not going
never-
for
wait.
it. No,
The block wasn't blocked.
he's got block. He's gonna take his time. I think
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you
wait, I was
I
so
think-
tunnel vision.
I think you need
I think
you need 6 mana to do it anyways.
I think there was a line to. Surely there was a line to pop the block last turn, right?
I think there had to have been. I don't think
I
you need 6 mana because you just go 3 mana Chandelier plus 2 mana Sork, and then you copy the Sork for free, so then you have 2 Sorks.
No, because Molten costs 1.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't mind Tiger Eye not going for
You
it there.
can't- never-
'cause
yeah, you're right. You can't go double
You
hot
never
streak.
have to.
Yeah, Hot Streak cancels Hot
Yeah,
Streak.
that's just correct.
This is
Yeah, I
this is
forgot
a,
that Hot
it's a,
Streak.
it's a pop, and then Tiger Eye should respond with a. Oh wait, no, that's an ice block front. Is that an ice block? It's a dupe. Okay, never mind. I thought they got a.
Yeah, Mirror Entity, Potion of Poly. Potion of Poly. Actually, does he see it? He can go Siphon mana on his taunt and
Surely he's
Potion of
gonna see
Poly.
it.
Yeah, so Potion of
is-
Polymorph will actually be devastating.
Yeah, like if he obviously pulls the second
Yeah.
Inconspicuous Rider, that completely cancel out insults and win. But
I think-
outside of
What's funny
seeing,
is I think the ordering of the mirror entity is going to give him a sheep on board if he didn't have a full board.
yeah,
But
this Potion of Poly closes up the
that
game.
is insane.
OT Zaysha wins the series 2-0, right?
Yeah, nope, there's no way
That-
to win.
That looks like that's gonna make OT Zaysha. Yeah, the ping on the face. OT Zaysha will be the winner of
Yeah,
Manic Monday.
Maniac Monday. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
Maniac.
very nice. A
Agreed.
very fire ending.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, played super solid throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, and from the games we saw, I mean,
Actually undefeated. Every single game he played, he won 2-0.
Yeah,
Wow,
Zaysha's one of the best WoW players for sure.
Yeah.
that is, I mean, really impressive. I mean, 2-0ing the rank 2 Legend Wild players definitely no small feat.
Yeah,
And also
definitely.
2-0 6J, who's also a very good wild player, and Jammies, we saw played pretty well. Jammies beat Otters, another very strong wild player, then Zaysha just 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was an incredibly stacked Maniac Monday bracket.
Yeah, this
Definitely
is probably one of the
stronger
most stacked wild tournaments ever, because wild tournaments, LOL.
I mean, it's definitely the most stacked Maniac Monday I've seen.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure.
Yeah,
in terms
for
of like
sure.
in terms of like quality, like per player, it's just absurd. Like Zaysha and Tiger Eye had like tough matches like at every single stage of the tournament.
Yeah, agreed. Because Tiger Eye faced Rice Bowl, who's extremely good. He faced Seth, also a very good player. He played his captain at THL, and I think Tiger Eye, besides Zaysha, has a play. I think everybody that he played was on his team from his wild team in Rice Bowl and Seth. I think they're all on Rumble Tusks. That's funny.
Yeah, looks like it.
So yeah, looks like we've got our winner. I'm gonna make sure I'm on the main screen. Awesome. So thank you guys for casting. That was quite fun.
Yeah. 1 hour tournament. Got that done really quick. It was a lot of
yeah,
fun.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of fun learning about the wild meta and seeing all the interesting decks and combos that people are pulling off.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, on behalf of Turtle and Chicken, thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I shouldn't say on behalf of them, but I just want to thank all the viewers for coming out and watching. I want to thank all the players for a really good tournament, in a smooth tournament at that. Able to move pretty well through every round. And I want to thank Super Chicken and Turtle for casting. Tomorrow night at, I believe it starts at 8 p.m. just like this started at. We're gonna have Hearth Center, and then we'll go from there with Wednesday having Tavern Talk, and then match shows in Wild and Out. So stay tuned for events in the Discord and content announcements as well. We will see everyone next time. So thanks everybody for watching.